get up and get some money. Money was never real in the first place. You're the person that adds value to everything. So the fact that you just let a little bit of cotton, a little bit of metal, sit here and determine what you're worth, most importantly, is what are you working for? Money. In a what? Capitalistic slave-built society. Oh my goodness. So
The thing I notice a lot about doing things like this, like the 153, like the uploading every day into the end of the year, or doing anything that has to do with that is time consuming, it's like nobody wants to talk about how boring the part of that is. Like the progress it takes to get there. Like nobody wants to talk about the things we go through and what it will take for us to go through. Nobody likes to talk about it, and we usually ignore it because it's like, well, why think about it? And the exciting part is the exciting part is when we're at the end of that road, the end of the where we needed to get to. At the end of what we needed to do to get there, we're usually excited, we're happy, this and that. But the thing about the boring part is that when you first starting it, it kind of feels you're kind of nervous in a sense, but you're excited too, because you gotta think about it. People love to see results. By the end of it, people love to see how you changed, or if you didn't change. They love to be proven right or wrong, because not everybody always has the same intentions towards you that they want you to do. We don't talk about doing the same thing over and over and over and over again until we get it right, or coming into work every day, you working at that 9 to 5, but you want to move up to assistant manager, and you coming in and doing things, getting yelled at, going above and beyond, even when you're not told to. But that's the thing. We have to do those type of things to get to where we're going. Because in life, sometimes you have to take shortcuts. Yeah, not everybody had a good upbringing. It is what it is, and it's not just in general, but we could just say if we were there, we know what we have to do to kind of get what we want. And progress is gonna look boring. It's gonna look cleaning, practicing. You can know working, editing, uploading, learning basic stuff, or doing something nobody even notices. And I just talked about that. You know, um, it takes a lot of consuming, and sometimes you're not gonna be able to get on social media to see what your friends are up to because you're gonna be too tired some days, or some days you're just gonna be like, you know what, I get to just focus on myself. But as time go on, I guarantee you will mature into this person that you don't recognize anymore because you're so focused on what you're doing right now in that moment. And you won't always feel motivated doing it. Some days it's gonna be nothing exciting happening. I mean, you just gonna be there. It's gonna be nothing exciting. You're not gonna probably want to be there. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. You still have to do what you said you were gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna get up and do it for you because small things eventually add up. Like the first fan I put in, the first light I put in, the cleaning the houses, the daily videos I post. None of these things individually seem huge. But the thing is, I'm building experience for all these things. You know what I mean? So if people ever want to come look at my YouTube channel, they can see this and see that, and they'll be like, okay, so he's consistent. He's a consistent worker, and it's things like that that come over time. I'm not saying that's why I'm doing it, but it just goes to show how far some people are willing to take it. You know, and don't mistake boredom for failure, because sometimes you're not stuck. You're just in that part of the progress where you're just putting in the work before the results even show. And that's a tough season for a lot of us because we aren't patient. A lot of us, we get eager real quick, but a lot of the times we don't realize is that when we don't work for the things we won't know how to handle it when it gets there. If we got everything we want instead of earning it, we won't know how to act. We wouldn't know how or what to do. We'll probably be stupid with the decisions we make. And so nobody really talks about the boring part of it getting better though. Like eventually, sometimes you look back on it and there's gonna be the days you miss. Like, oh, I was a beginner one day and it was horrible. You're gonna be talking to your coworkers in that hour you at, and you just like, man, I remember those days. I remember when I was doing this. You know, everybody wants to talk about the glow up and the money and the success and the fame and the finished product, but nobody wants to talk about doing the little simple things we do every day. Uh, when nothing seems to be changing and it's just the same old, same old, same old. Like those are the best days, because we're not gonna. Those days are limited. Those are the beginning phases. That's when everything is really easy and simple, but it's just the cycle that it takes us in, and we have the ability to break that cycle. We definitely do. You don't have to do the same thing every day, you know. But progress isn't always supposed to be exciting every day. Um, Sometimes it's just to be doing the boring long stuff for it to finally be something. And so today is 18 out of 153. Progress over perfection. Princewayne out.